What about Al would make you think he has Parkinson's?
That's an accumulation of things.
I don't know what it is specifically.
I mean, anything that's bad for you, they pretty much tell you it's good for you right at the beginning.
Is that important?
Did you need all of us to clap?
He said somebody. What is that for, Aaron?
You know, have you ever seen the guy with the clicker on movies?
Yeah, but like,
that's
why
what
does
that is. That's what he's
but
doing.
Why does that matter? That's to like tell people
we're topping out.
action. But like, this is not. This is
listen,
live.
so when he's editing,
When I go to edit, when I have to line up the audio and the video, I have one frame in the video that's this.
Okay.
And I have the spike
Oh,
in
you're
the
gonna
audio,
see the spike.
and I can line those up.
Okay.
He explains it every time.
Okay. I don't really listen.
You don't listen to it, yeah.
It's like my wife.
YouTuber that explained it.
Yeah.
What's up?
There was a British YouTuber.
There was a British YouTuber. I didn't know
yes.
only one.
How rude of
Wow,
me.
they get that in Britain.
Yes.
Crazy.
I've learned a
Yes,
lot of
today.
stuff from British YouTubers.
Yes.
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube.
First of all, it's
Monsieur
pronounced
Sewell.
differently. Like that's her first mistake.
Monsieur
Well, it's an
Casey.
OU over there.
It's a no you.
Monsieur McCullough.
It's you, thou,
Monsieur
thou,
Stout.
thou tube.
All right. I guess we're already going. Welcome to the Comedy Pre-Show Show. I'm Jay Casey, Mike McCullough, Ryan Sewell, and Greg Katopody.
Greg Katopody, give it up for give it up for Ryan Sewell.
All right. And so now we need to all clap on one. We need to clap together.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, clap.
Oh,
Then he can start. Oh, we did it.
that was so
That's what
sick.
is. Look
That
how
was
good
so
that
sick.
is. Man.
Very cash money of you.
yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Greg, we just wanted to warn you: no racism on the show today. This goes on YouTube, and just so you're. Yeah, this is your first warning,
This is
first
your
and only
warning.
warning.
Right, first
Okay.
and only
Yeah.
warning. So nothing about the Greeks or Albanians.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Cut that off right now.
Yeah, thank you.
Because I got a lot of problems with the Balkans. That's
Yeah,
I love that you took that ridiculous shot and you just ran with it. You know, it's a true comedian.
Okay, Mike
just comes out of nowhere and is like,
you think
hey,
you can get me, Mike? You think you can rattle me? You think you can get me off balance?
why did I? And I planned it too.
I know. And he's still
That was your best shot.
That was my best one.
Yeah,
If you give me 30 minutes, I can come up with another one. Pretty solid, like
what's
a
the next trick up your sleeve?
B material type shit. I can come. Just give me a second, okay?
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'm
Okay.
gonna be like working over here on dissing Greg.
What was that great conversation we were having earlier when I was like, this is should be on the show? What were we talking about?
We were talking about the wobbly table.
Oh, the wobbly table. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why is our table? We should just switch it with another table.
No.
We're always at a wobbly table.
This is
Doesn't make
the.
any sense.
That's poor pre-planning.
I was gonna say,
know,
yeah.
right?
This is the.
Yeah, who plans this shit?
This is a red carpet you roll out for me.
Yeah.
Who's the forward team? I assume it's Aaron.
The forward theme.
Forward team, like the.
Forward team.
forward
You
team.
need quality
Yeah.
check. We need a
Yeah,
quality
you know-
check guy.
Are we going to talk about anything? You're just going to bitch about
No,
your podcast.
this is all I want. Honestly, Aaron's the one who keeps this thing going.
Yeah.
You know what? If Aaron wasn't here, me and Mike would still be talking about doing a
Right.
podcast. We'd be
Okay.
like, we should do a podcast at some point.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aaron
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
stuff done. So
We would, in our head, it would be like brilliant. It would be like we would have.
like, oh, so many people would watch this. We'd get
Okay.
like 50 views.
Well, to get
Aaron's
the
the glue.
commentary on the podcast. First of all, the mic is set so you have to seat like you are at a finishing school to speak into the mic.
Yeah.
So you have
Yeah.
excellent posture.
Very formal.
Well, we started with making people hold the mics, and that was
Oh.
just torture.
Too
Yeah.
much responsibility.
That was too. Yeah.
Oh, the first episode was a complete shit show. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, there was no lighting. It was all grainy.
It was
you know.
better than this.
People would just
but
like
it was,
have the.
it was bad.
They're just leaned in. It's not very
Well, Al
involved.
Al, I love you, but Al was over there with his mic down here, and Aaron was like, "Hey, Al, could you like talk into the mic?"
He's like shaking.
Al
as
was
he-
like, "Fuck you too." He's very hostile to that.
Yeah, he was like,
Hey,
"You tell-
I'm
I'm
72
s-
years
yeah.
old.
We talk about Al a lot on this show.
I don't-
love Al.
I don't got Parkinson's, but I look like it.
Like, well, I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it anymore.
Okay,
so
yeah.
continue.
Let's
with-
move on. We're
Yeah.
gonna start the main portion of the show.
I don't think Al has Parkinson's, nor does he look like he does. I'd like to apologize.
Do we
I
want to
don't
take
really-
bets on when he develops it? I
Right.
Oh, when?
Uh,
eight
Well,
more months.
What are y'all basing this off of? What What
Just-
about Al would make you think he has Parkinson's?
That's an
Nothing
accumulation of things.
Okay.
We're all going to get Parkinson's, actually, due to the forever chemicals. Have you heard about this, folks?
No.
Is
never.
it the?
The PFAS.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the PFAS?
Yeah.
Apparently, getting that in the water system, drinking it, can cause early onset Parkinson's.
Was it like microplastics?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is specifically. It's
Yeah.
the
It's
PFAS.
like there's many microplastics. That's one of the bad ones.
the most
Yeah.
delicious of microplastics, the most
Yeah.
forbidden, the PFAS.
They should
I
make
distill
them
my
taste.
water.
They should flavor them.
Oh.
Right?
Now with like the good microplastics?
Yeah.
Like, these ones are living.
Well, yeah, no.
Oh, they should. Yeah,
Essential
yeah.
microplastics.
Essential mi-
Kool-Aid is the most delicious microplastic.
To be honest, they're gonna do this, right? Because
They're gonna
microplastics
spin
are
it,
in
yeah.
everything, and they're gonna, some brilliant marketer is gonna get out there and be like, you know what? These are actually awesome. Yeah, you want your microplastics.
No, that's our
Don't you?
adaptation.
Don't
to
you want your
microplastics?
microplastics?
Is that we need them? They're now a part of our diet.
Yeah.
They,
Ah,
they're-
yeah,
you
like
need
our
them-
bodies crave the microplastic.
So,
They
like-
need it to.
So,
Right.
like, if you went back in time 500 years, you would die from not having microplastics.
Yeah, like that's what your
Oh,
cartilage
yeah.
is now. You think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's
It makes
why
it makes it springy.
they say the average male penis is growing, and it's because of microplastics.
It's all microplastic.
There's an
Ryan,
article.
how did you hear this?
Yeah.
I just
What were you Googling to find this?
Well, I was on a certain site, and there was an ad, and
Oh, okay.
I-
Oh, I just
well,
do my own research when it
I
comes to
side-
that kind of stuff. I just go straight to the
Don't
source.
trust the experts. Definitely.
Yeah.
Do your own research. I don't know. Maybe they can make microplastics good for us at some point. Like if we're gonna put them in our body. Have y'all seen that episode of Futurama? Where yes, where Fry gets parasites, but they're the good kinds that go in his
Right.
brain.
Yeah,
they
like
make his
you.
brain better.
help him
Yeah.
get smarter.
He's done the good kind of parasite. Yeah, what if we can make microplastics do that? It's like, hey, we can't stop them from getting in you, but maybe they'll be like cool microplastics.
I don't feel good about that.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, well, okay. You
If
guys-
anyone genuinely tried to sell me on microplastics,
You should kill them.
yeah, exactly. I would cut straight to the chase, end them right there.
So, Mike's a microplastic salesman, right? And he knocks on your door and he says, "Oh, hello, Mr. Sewell. I've got a bunch of microplastics
Right,
for
Ryan
you."
would shoot him
I'm
through
you
the
don't
door.
get the off my porch.
I'm a
right
door-to-door microplastic sales
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
In this day and age.
And so you would say, "Get off my porch," and you would say, "You would go get your gun."
come on in.
Yeah, you shoot him through the door.
That's
You
what
know?
I'd say. How about some micro metal, bitch? And then I just fucking unload it through the door. I would kill Mike. That's it. I mean,
Oh, okay.
literally.
I'd be more mad about the quip at the end. And then you shot. Like I wasn't able
Right.
to come back. Like that would suck.
So you're like,
Right.
eat
I get the last
microplastics,
laugh.
eat
Yeah,
lead,
exactly.
And he's
Yeah.
like, "No,
I'd spend my last bit of energy trying to come up with coughing up blood, trying to come up with something.
Well, actually, bullets aren't made of lead; they're made of graphite or whatever, something like that. That's what you would say.
that you think I would go? Well, actually,
I don't know.
that's actually, and then that's I just that would. Oh man.
Technically, you're wrong.
Eat lead, which happens to be full of microplastics due to impurities.
Now bullets are really dangerous. Now that they got microplastics in them.
That's kind of how they sold plastic to begin with. I mean, anything that's bad for you, they pretty much
Right.
tell you it's good for you right at the beginning.
We should go back
And then
in
there's
time.
so much
Oh,
of
that's
it.
how you know. Yeah,
Like cigarettes.
that's how you know. Yeah.
Cigarettes, exactly.
Yeah.
And then once they've kind of had you for about 15 years, and like maybe we didn't really know exactly what was going on.
The smoking isn't good for your baby. It turns out we thought it was. Thought it was good for the pregnancy, the baby, the mother's health.
Just another big
Yeah.
boomer idea.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they really valued being cool back then, unlike us. So they're
Yeah.
like, "Hey, it's not good for your health, but
No.
you're way cooler."
No, smoking is cool. That's very hard to.
Yeah,
like,
it is. It is cool.
Yeah, actually, what is something we can
Overcome.
replace cigarettes with?
Nothing.
that
Actually, I
are
was going to
cool?
say, I think we've come full circle on the e-cigarette thing. I think e-cigarettes have boomed, and I think it's time to kind of put those back away, start
Okay.
buying packs of
Yeah.
cigarettes again.
Oh, to be cool
And
now.
I saw somebody in the hospital from using vapor, and they probably should have smoked
Yeah.
instead.
and it's going to be one of those things. It's only
Yeah.
been out for, I mean, close
Because you
to a
can
decade.
smoke for
You saw
50
someone in
years.
the hospital.
On the internet. There was
Oh.
somebody in the
On the
hospital.
internet.
On the
I didn't go
hospital.
into the hospital and check each.
I was like, "What were you doing?" You're like knocking on doors, like, "Hey, What's
I
wrong
was
with
selling
you?
microplastics straight to
In
the
the
people
hospital.
that need it.
Hey, to be fair, go to like the people who are like gonna die and be like, "Hey, it couldn't hurt, right? Let's
Yeah.
get you
What's the
inject-
worst that could happen?
inject you with
I'm
some
Mike McCullough, and due to a shipping error, I am overstocked on microplastics.
Dude, that is a market there. If you could extend someone's at near the end of life, you know, if you could extend it another year or two just based off microplastics, in the end it's going to kill you, but it'll
Hey, no, I think everyone would take that.
That's-
You're right.
that's
You're like,
your
you
market in
have
the
terminal cancer. You're
microplastic.
gonna die in 6 months, but these microplastics, they'll get you a year.
and it's snake oil at that point too, because then they're going to die. I mean, any amount of time they live after that's kind of a win.
Uh-huh.
You're not going to get blamed for killing them.
Yeah.
Well,
you
and
know?
it can be one of these things where it's like it'll be free, but then you'll start billing them in the time that they saved, and you're like, you better get to work. You owe me big time now. This is the most ridiculous conversation we've ever had.
And
on
let's
this show.
just full disclosure, I will never believe plastics are good for you. Okay, you should always avoid plastic. Don't use plastic bags at grocery stores.
What is this?
That's glass.
Well, what is the straw?
Oh, that's plastic.
I mean, he's not going to eat the straw
put it in
afterwards.
there.
What's this stuff at the bottom?
Right.
That looks
that looks
fake.
no, that looks very spherical and small and like particulate
I
matter.
have actually just come to
Delicious.
realize, guys, that I'm a complete hypocrite. There's probably a lot of things I use.
This guy's like, hey, I never use plastics.
I just want a nice, safe glass straw. That's what I want.
yeah.
Do you have any glass straws?
No, I don't.
I did. They broke really quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're
I'm
a
reckless.
death trap.
Yeah, you're gonna throw it in your.
Wait,
yeah,
that's
you're
a
gonna
real
throw it in
thing?
Yeah, I
there.
was
Why
making a
would they
joke.
have that?
That's-
Well, yeah.
It's so dangerous.
So that you don't have to use plastic.
You ever
Yeah,
tried
but
to
they
use?
make them out of like
Metal.
other things.
You have a metal
like, or
straw.
the paper straws.
So
Which are
But-
also incredibly dangerous.
It's
The
unanimous.
metal one.
why are the metal ones dangerous?
Because you can like
make
you know,
a shiv out of it.
Yeah, you can stab yourself in the eye with it. Really.
That's why they can't use it.
here,
for prison.
check out this guy right here.
Right.
Metal on bottom,
But metal.
rubber
Plastic
on
on
top.
top.
Well, is that plastic?
The
I don't
worst
know.
of
I've been-
both worlds.
I've been
Rubber's
sucking on
good.
that, so
Look, I've cut the middleman out of my microplastics.
I really thought y'all were gonna be like,
Oh,
Look at this guy. He's
what an idiot.
really thought y'all I was gonna impress everybody here, but
No, you're
apparently
part of the
Greg
problem.
kind of.
How do you use this to drink orange juice?
What?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you can't drink orange juice.
No,
yeah.
I
Okay.
don't drink.
Wait,
I only
that's not
drink.
healthy.
I only
Drink
drink
orange
water.
Because if you put metal in orange juice, it is bad.
Oh, because it's like the acidity.
Okay, look,
You're
I
like
don't know.
drinking battery.
I don't know.
If you put orange juice in this thing and sucked it up through the plastic, it'd be fine.
yeah.
What do you mean?
You just can't touch the metal while you're drinking the orange juice.
You can't
That's
touch
what-
the metal while you're drinking. So if you're
Yes.
drinking a glass of orange juice, touching metal,
No,
that's
with your
what's
tongue.
bad?
With your tongue.
That's
But
what's
if-
bad.
It's gonna
Yes,
shock you.
That's what
Aaron,
it's close.
Aaron, where's your microphone? You know
Oh,
stuff.
I'm getting the
Oh, no.
disapproving.
I have to call bullshit on that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
It sounded bullshit when it was coming out of my mouth. I didn't.
I read an article online.
No, I never. I just assumed in my head.
He did his own research. That's what happened.
There was one time I drank orange juice out of a metal straw, and it kind of didn't feel right.
It feels like it works though. If I'm getting around the metal problem.
But it's still going through metal. What are you talking about?
I think I've.
You just
solved,
don't like putting metal in your
I think
mouth.
I've solved the problem, folks at home. I think I've
Okay.
figured it out.
Yeah.
Right.
You did that.
Yep.
Now you're dealing with that cadmium problem. Now you got heavy metal and microplastics. You
Oh,
combine
let them fight
both
it
of
out.
them.
Uh-huh.
Let them fight
Let
it
'em
out.
fight it
I think that's the thing too. We take a lot of things for granted. As far as like my body goes, I don't try.
Right.
It's insane to think that we're able to live without knowing anything that goes on in here.
Right.
We just
Oh, yeah.
we say our 2 cents all day and eat plastics and are able to
Like,
live.
Hey, did this house have lead paint as you suck on your microplastic straw? This is-
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not considered how much damage I've done
how
to
much
my body.
lead paint and delicious asbestos has entered your
I
body?
used to chew up styrofoam just for fun. Like,
Wow.
like styrofoam cups from restaurants. I'd sit there and chew
Right.
it up and spit it out. Like
It's interesting
sunglasses.
you would admit that.
Yeah.
That's-
Oh, it's to help other people. Because at this point,
You gave yourself a gastro sleeve.
Yeah.
Your stomach's
That's the reason
full
why you're so
of
thin.
styrofoam.
yeah. Nice.
Did you
Smart.
ever?
That's a
Did
smart
you ever swallow?
question.
Smart joke.
Did I ever swallow? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure some got in. You know,
Micro
I did
foam.
my best to spit it out, but some probably got in for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So swallowed. I'm just at this point. I'm gonna die, so I might as well just help people around me. Hey, if y'all didn't know, don't eat styrofoam.
There, you can now actually. There's a styrofoam that's biodegradable. It dissolves in
Yeah,
water.
those peanuts. Yeah, and they're delicious.
Are
too.
you kidding me?
I'm
This
not-
whole time I've been eating
whole
regular
time,
styrofoam?
You could have been eating delicious styrofoam.
Yeah, this is like vegetable styrofoam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I need some of that.
Yeah.
As a child, for whatever reason, I got set up with like a high school science experiment when I was like 8, and I was supposed to feed these mealworms with biodegradable styrofoam to see how it messed them up. And the answer is I don't know.
They have they have worms now that eat styrofoam though. They do. That's a thing now. So
I was critical to that discovery. It turns out.
So
was gonna say-
when you were 8, you had a
Okay.
science project to feed worms biodegradable styrofoam, and then
Just-
you were like supposed to measure how it messed them up. So you cut them open.
No,
You didn't cut them
I
open.
didn't. No.
You
You
just
just, like,
waited to
I
observe-
turned,
You
I
just
turned it
see-
over.
yeah.
I turned it over to another researcher. Best I could tell.
Another 8-year-old.
Best I could tell, they completed their life cycle. They turned into some other sort of bug. I don't remember. Don't quote me on this.
They got eaten by a bird the next day. Normal life cycle. Yeah, totally fine. But the bird had cancer. So, yeah.
Right. That bird's stomach was absolutely full of mealworms and styrofoam.
Nice. Yeah, I don't do much science. That's why I ate styrofoam. Mike, I hear you used to put your head in microwaves or something.
No. I would watch microwaves go.
Like on TV?
No, when it's cooking food.
No, I would just watch it, stare at it. You know.
Yeah,
I don't
it
quite
has that
understand-
little window,
Yeah,
right? You
it's
could.
addicting though. It's like if you start off not watching it, you're gonna be okay. As soon as you start watching it, you kind of
Right.
fall into a.
You can't.
I don't understand what's the
routine.
problem. They have it in the
No.
box. The radiation stays in the box. You tell me radiation is seeping out in the outside of the box?
I mean,
how?
with-
Why?
with today's industrial quality assurance, do you really believe how much that microwave?
Oh, my microwave's from like the 90s too. I probably should get a new one. I'm probably getting so much radiation.
No, you've got a. That's vintage. That's.
Yeah, you're
that's
like, no,
It's high
no,
quality.
no.
That's
If your
German
skin is
craftsmanship.
tingling, that's good. That's the
Yeah.
food cooking.
So you're telling me, you guys, how close do I have to be away from microwave for it to not hurt me?
I don't know. I'm not an engineer.
I'll tell you
And
what.
also- go ahead.
I mean, you shouldn't worry about it. You know,
shouldn't worry
I say,
about it,
I say,
yes.
put
Live
your
your
face up
life.
against it. You know,
Uh-huh.
watch it go.
You know when you go to the grocery store and they have refrigerators that are just open so you can grab stuff and they're refrigerating the whole world and
Yeah.
you're like, this is probably
Right. Oh,
Bad.
I'll make a
That's not-
microwave
A
without the
microwave
door.
without
Yes,
the
we
door.
call it the hot hands. You gotta just like get in there and grab it. It's always running. You can't turn it off.
It's great for kids, you know, because they don't have to worry about opening and closing the door.
Yeah.
Timmy, why did you keep the door open?
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about that anymore, do you, parents?
Right. Here's
With
these
the hot hands.
here's these plastic tongs if you're a coward. You know.
Yeah,
You know, it is funny that we have little radiation machines at our house. You could just rip it. You could probably make it work with and just
What,
have radiation.
the television?
yeah. I don't want.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
guess everything's got a lot of stuff. Got
Everything.
I'm more of a South Park guy, but you know, there's an episode with Randy where he sticks his balls in the microwave and gets
Yeah.
ball
Yeah.
cancer.
Didn't
Smoke
happen to
weed.
me. I tried that.
And there was a rash of kids afterwards, like, oh, we
I'm gonna have to
baby.
do
Yeah,
that.
Randy did it. Worked for
Hey,
him.
with the hot hands.
I think it's overblown, though. I think it's always, you know, whenever we hear about something that's bad for us, they're trying to distract us from the thing that's actually, you know.
Oh, there's something deeper.
Yeah.
It's- so all the
It's
things
always
we know
a-
that are bad for us,
Right.
those are only mediocre.
It's-
It's like, oh, hey, there's the Kraken out there.
As
It's gonna come at
above,
night and
so
kill you.
below. The Buddhists are right. Reality, existence, it's poison.
Yeah.
That's what microplastics represent.
This guy just dropped. I feel like this is a truth bomb, but I don't know what it
I was
means.
nodding my head, but I don't know anything.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Yeah, I was
like
nodding
when you
along,
were like,
yeah.
what did you say at first? Like reality is Buddhist.
The
Something
Buddhist,
you said
yeah.
something about Buddhist.
No,
and then
as
afterwards
above,
you were like
so below.
microplastic, and I was like, I have no idea what you're talking
Look.
about anymore.
I was with it.
What did Buddhists say about microplastics?
I didn't say they didn't say anything. I just said concept of nirvana, the concept of reality being pain.
Yeah.
No matter what, you're going to be poisoned with microplastics, even on the
That's it.
spiritual level.
Yeah. Okay.
Reality.
Ooh, this
I
guy
can
is
consider
deep.
my soul.
This guy is
Honestly, I've
deep.
only been considering my body and mind.
So
But now-
spiritual microplastics,
Yeah,
such
my
as
soul has
desire,
been filling up.
want,
Yeah.
envy,
Yeah.
sludge.
Yeah. Man, I didn't know I was going to become enlightened today.
And you
Back to
still
our-
aren't.
Yeah, I still don't know what it means. It sounds really, really, really good, though.
Speaking of like reality and kind of, I don't know. This is making me think it's gone from A to C, but there was
Nice.
there was a guy in Deep Ellum that I just read that got exonerated for a murder 25 years ago in 1997,
Yeah.
and he got wrongly convicted. And just now they're like, "Hey, our bad.
Right.
We technology with the current technology, we actually found out that."
Nightmare fuel, man.
And so
Crazy.
He had an alibi with multiple other witnesses.
yeah, so you saw it, and
You guys know this guy? How did y'all find out about this?
Because
I
it was
just
in the
read it.
paper.
It was on the
Do you not
the
read?
paper.
Greg lives in Deep Ellum, so it's
Oh,
one of
he
his
knows
yeah,
friends.
true.
He knows him.
Yeah.
And so on top of like the idea of like Deep Ellum's always been a problem. People like to be like, "Oh, it's bad now." It's people have been dying there
Okay.
forever.
Yeah.
But to spend
That's true. Technically,
yeah,
I'll allow it.
for as long as I know, people have
Been
a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, 25 years in prison, and then like I don't know. I feel like after 15, I'm giving up hope. Like I'll let somebody else try and like.
15, it would be like a couple weeks for me. Like, I would give up so fast.
One, I'm glad
I
that,
gave up
I'm glad
already,
that
honestly.
happened for him. Two, I would sue the hell out of any that's
yeah.
I'm sure he
Yeah.
could sue.
you sue,
hear
right?
Stuff
You
like that.
sue.
You get
gotta sue.
screwed. I think it's only like something like 25
They
to
pay
50
you.
grand a year for wrongful imprisonment.
Yeah,
it's
they'll
still a
pay you on it,
ridiculously
but you
low
can still
amount.
sue on
It
top
still
of that.
sucks.
It's pretty good. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Mike's like, I'd do it.
I'd
Not
do
to
it.
mention, what a critical 25 years. I mean, you missed like a whole revolution. Like smartphones came out.
So what 25 years would you want to miss of your life?
I mean, just based off what I've learned
I
and
think
known,
he's only 25 years old. Right? Like that's his entire life.
I would have missed the 25 years I've been alive.
right now. Actually, I just want to jump in at 21 so I can start drinking.
the next 25 years because it's all downhill from here.
I tell you what, yeah, you know what? It's probably in the future. The 25 years I want to avoid is probably like coming in like the
Yeah.
next
Oh,
3
so-
years.
yeah. Wait a couple of years.
That would be the worst to be like, 2030. That's the year I want to start, baby. It's like World War III.
I was kind of when I was a kid. I was like 1987, great year. And then 1988 wasn't great, and I was like, maybe 1989, maybe it goes like every other year, and then 1989 wasn't great, and then every year following just wasn't great for me after that, and I always left. With 1987 was the best year
1987 was your peak.
in my
You peaked in 1987.
I was 6 years old.
6 years old. Wait,
And-
what happened in 1988 and 1989? You hated
Yeah, I
it?
think George Bush was elected. I mean, it was Reagan before that, but George Bush really.
His president, you're political at 6. He's like, I
Right.
can't fuck you.
Savings and loan
stand
crisis.
Bush.
Right
That was a big problem.
after the Reagan Revolution, the weak tea of George W. Bush, who betrayed movement conservatism.
I was a big Reaganite as a kid, and it just totally threw me for
Yeah.
a loop. Whenever,
I haven't been the same since.
it's terrible, actually. So,
Man.
Dude, that would be and now imagine like that guy gets out after 25 years and we do have a World War III. Like you get yeah, you
he's
get
like, COVID. I want to go back in.
Oh,
Like, what is this?
he actually missed the worst part. He got it lucky there. But
I wonder if you've been in jail for 25 years, and I don't want to be insensitive to anybody, but like maybe you miss it. Like all my friends.
you get
are there.
institutionalized.
Yeah, all my friends are there. Like now I don't know anybody. All the people on the outside, probably half of them didn't have my back that whole time, and now you go out and you're like, okay, Nancy.
You've missed everybody's life except for the people that came to visit you. You have no idea anybody else.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
you're it's gone. Yeah, it's insane to think.
Got to
he's
learn
missed-
how to use a touch screen.
He went in
Yeah,
when he was
right?
23 too. You've literally missed your whole life. He should sue everybody, if not kill someone out of anger
Oh,
and go right
go
back
back.
He
in.
should get a free kill.
Yeah, get a
one,
break. Get a
one
break.
free.
One free
Yeah, you did your time.
From
You
the
get a-
governor himself.
He's like, so we convicted you of a kill that you didn't do. 25 years. Go
We
kill.
owe you a kill.
Here's
Yeah,
your
that sounds right to
IOU.
me. Yeah, that sounds right. This is good. Mike, are you running for anything right now? Because
Don't spend it all in one place.
One free kill.
don't spend it all in one place.
One free
Well, I
kill,
guess you'd
McCullough.
have
I don't
Take
know.
a toe.
For
you know.
anyone of equal age or younger, yeah, or something.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
This is
yeah. Okay,
awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
This is
Oh,
awesome.
So I can kill anyone over the. of 25. So wait, can I split that age up?
Yeah.
Can
Oh,
You can
okay.
kill,
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
kill
yeah,
65 babies if you want. Or
Yeah, it's the total
This is-
number of
that-
years.
It's a
later.
really good thing no one watches the show because this is getting dark. And I love
this is
it.
gonna be the one that blows up. You'll be like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I?
exactly.
Ryan said that.
Well, everybody always says that. This
It's
is
not
going to
gonna
be the
be.
one that blows up, and then
That's why we're doing it.
always
You
the
can
one
say
that
whatever you
blows.
want here.
That is,
Nice.
I like that though. That's fair. Eye for an eye. Absolutely believe that.
It's in the Bible, so you know it's good.
Right.
Yeah, Jesus said that.
Yeah, Jesus said it. Yeah,
I mean,
eye
this
for an
guy
eye.
was locked up for 25 years, right? Mm-hmm. We went through a couple of years of lockdown too. So
Yeah.
we couldn't go through.
So what? He owes us a year? What
No,
are you
I'm just saying we went through
He
some
wants
stuff
his
out
free
here
kill
too.
He wants
Yeah,
1/25
we couldn't go to restaurants for
Wait a
couple
second
of
here.
weeks, right?
I was locked up
Anybody
for 2
remember that?
years. I should at least get
Felt
2
like I
years.
killed
We should
somebody.
be able to. We should each get 2 years, and then we can pool it together into our.
I'm just saying it all hasn't been hunky dory for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. For
He
especially
just wants to be able to kill that microplastics. That's all he wants.
Branching off
that
of
was a
that.
joke. Original.
100% our ideology. We will back that up. 10 times out of 10, we're gonna.
This is the kind of document that gets read in court. They're like, Ryan, you said this, and you're like, I was joking.
I
And they're like,
I said I was joking.
And I quote, 100% serious.
like, oh man, that really came back to bite me.
You just
didn't it?
get
Right.
quiet. It's like,
Seriously, at some
No.
point, if you're ever accused of murder, they're going to be like, well, Ryan seems
I
like
would
the kind
plead
of
guilty,
guy that would do it.
Yeah.
You might as well.
If
Just
I
go
ever
ahead.
get imprisoned, lose a business deal, get canceled or fired for something that occurred on this podcast, I will kill you.
I'm glad
going
you
down
pointed
swinging.
at you.
Yeah,
like that's
I know,
thank you
right?
for you direct
Remember
your
when we
anger
said
and-
that Aaron's really the one
Yeah, Aaron
responsible
said
for
it.
this?
Oh, that's
so
true, yeah.
I'm just a patsy, you know?
Rest in peace.
it's
Aaron
always the man
Stout.
behind the camera.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a refund.
Nice. I like how you listed a whole bunch of things. You're
It
like,
could
if
all
I-
happen. No,
Wait,
it's-
all those
what
things.
was on the list? Like,
It was like,
he
if I
misses an
die, lose a
opportunity.
job, miss an opportunity, drop my mac and cheese, you know, like
Right.
stub my toe,
Okay.
anything.
Yeah,
knock
that's
my
true.
drink over. It's
Yeah.
all because of this.
If that happens, it's going to be because of this.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
It will be canceled though, probably. I think.
I don't
No,
know.
I just think there was that one guy. Not to bring another event into it, but remember that guy that got an SNL job,
Yep.
and then he
Shane
got
Gillis.
Yeah,
he
Shane
got
Gillis, yep.
fired for R.I.P. Cumtown. Remember
Oh
that?
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what that is.
Nick Mullen,
Yep.
Adam Friedland,
Yes.
Stavros. That's
Okay.
yeah.
Adam
Podcast.
Freeland was on that.
Uh-huh.
I had no
Are
idea.
you guys, are you guys
Adam
promoting a
Freeland's-
podcast
Yes.
that's competitive
Don't worry.
to this?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Don't
It's
worry.
a- it's
You're
a-
competing with.
Don't mention Joe Rogan. If you mention Joe Rogan,
It's a
I'm gonna be
really,
so mad.
it's a really famous podcast. Is it go anymore? Is it air?
It's still going.
Yeah.
Let's bring other media into this. No, I think it basically Stavros blew up, and so it's like, I
Oh,
don't.
yeah,
he was
I
basically,
wouldn't say-
I don't got to do this no more. So I'm
Yeah,
not
branched
gonna.
off.
Well, Shane Gillis is pretty huge now. I feel
Yeah.
like I didn't listen to him at all before he got canceled from
The
SNL.
secret-
And now I'm like, oh yeah, this guy, he's pretty funny.
The secret recipe, I think, is just Rogan. You know, as long as you get enough airtime and know Rogan, you'll get your rounds in with all of
Oh.
the other podcasts, and then you pretty much know out of nowhere. That's what happened. I mean, if he was on SNL, he would not have the same career that he has
Oh,
now.
okay.
It'd be way different.
Oh.
Which
No,
kind of
those,
was a
those
blessing.
people on SNL, they get out and they're super famous.
Yeah, I don't.
Just
Yeah,
a few. I mean,
Well, that's true, but you have access to Hollywood also, and you get in movies. A lot of them are
Yeah.
like huge names, right?
Yeah.
Like in commercials
The
and movies and
past-
stuff.
There's only a couple that get just dumped off, and
So-
then they never,
Yeah.
you never hear from
No,
them. They're like toxic.
I would
They're-
say it's like half. Like
No.
the thing is, you don't notice how many get rotated through, and like I was on for a season and then I got dropped. You know, like
Yeah.
it's just you don't notice those.
The
things.
trick is to
sometimes
stay
it'll just
on-
be like one person or 1 year, and they'll get dropped real quick.
It
Yeah.
seems like 10 or 20% would be like
You know
the
who-
conversion rate.
Kyle
I
Mooney
trust it.
was somebody who should have like. That's why I don't like SNL, is because it doesn't cater to my kind of like what I laugh at. I still, a lot of the new stuff they've done is funny though, but I think Kyle Mooney's like really funny guy.
Yeah.
I watch his YouTube,
Straight-
and
yeah.
then when he does his SNL stuff, they hardly ever use it because it seems so.
It's out there. It's a little
out
yeah.
there, meta, but I mean anybody could watch it and get a
Yeah.
laugh out of it. It's the people that kind of just are a little too normie that would be like,
Yeah.
"What's he trying to get
It's
at?"
weird that like
SNL
Beck Bennett is like the guy he kind of came up with, or whatever. Because Beck Bennett seems like such a straight kind of. Wait, not Beck Bennett. I'm sorry. The other guy
You're talking
that
about his
looks
best
like
friend?
Beck Bennett. Yeah.
No.
It's the other guy.
Does he have his?
Brad Pitt?
No, he has his show with the cakes. Are you talking about the cakes?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know.
Cakes?
Keep going. And
I have no clue what you're talking
His
about.
name's Sammy.
Yeah,
no, maybe
okay.
not
We're
Sammy.
too deep into SNL lore now. I don't
Yeah,
know what
you
you're
guys
talking
talk about our podcast.
Oh, it is
you
Beck
know,
Bennett, yeah.
Marissa Nieto didn't really blow up until she was on this podcast.
Yeah, she went crazy
Yeah,
after this.
afterwards, people were clamoring to get her on shows. So kind of a big deal
So-
now.
I don't know what I would do with any sort of recognition. I think I kind of have a side of me that likes to self-destruct, and I feel like as soon as I feel like I might have caught any sort of relevance.
Oh my God, it's Ryan Sewell. Get away from me. Get away from me.
I would do something
Ryan
to cancel
murdered a man
myself
today.
immediately. Yeah, I'd freak
It's
out.
like, well, I got to go buy a rock of crack now.
I think, everyone's out there, be different. Everyone's out there like, oh, I want to get famous so I can be famous and rich and, whatever. Be different. Go out there and be like, I want to get famous so I can instantly blow it all. Like, that would be awesome if you, write it in your journal tonight. That's what you want to do. And go do it. And then after you blow it all, be like, yeah, I did exactly. I'm living my dream, baby. That's exactly what I wanted.
I think about this often, and it's probably not a good idea to have, but I kind of like the irony of it is if I could hold out long enough and get popular enough to be at some award ceremony. I don't even know if comedians get nominated for anything, but if I would ever walk across the stage to accept an award on some sort of national show, I would not have a good speech. I would probably mention something about how I'm afraid someone's going to find out about the allegations. I'd be like, I hope nobody finds that video
you would
of
start
me.
fessing on yourself.
Yeah.
You would
Yeah,
just
no, yeah.
But that's hilarious. Honestly, it's on camera now because everyone's going to steal it. Because that's genius to go up there and make an absolute fool of yourself and be like,
You
comedy.
cancel yourself. You'd be like, I hope nobody finds the video of me being just racial slur.
But
after-
Ryan, it's got to be a joke though, because if it's real,
Yeah.
that's
No, I
not
think he
good.
was. I think he was talking about just out of sheer that's what he would just
No,
do.
he just pulls out a scroll and he's like, now my favorite ethnic slur.
You
Just
all have
set
to listen to
fire
me for
to
30
everything.
seconds.
It literally the metaphorical equivalent of I've got a bomb on my chest.
That would be so awesome. Oh man.
Like the Will Smith slap, but way way
suicide. Yeah.
completely
Self-destruction.
So, how many times have you practiced doing?
Write it now.
Oh,
Write it
yeah.
right now. Practice in the mirror. Be like, someday, baby.
In your life, have you done that before? Have you just practiced giving because I know that I'm going to get an award for
Right.
something. So
I'm on the short list for BAFTA this year.
You know what? This is what we do. We have our own award show, comedy award show. We film it, we put it online, and you're gonna confess to a murder or something. I don't know.
think the reason why there's not really Dallas Comedy Awards is because definitely
Because it's Dallas comedy.
it
so
would
it's-
dude. It's not award worthy.
Greg, snarkiest comedian of the year goes to Greg Katopody.
I'm backpacking. Piggybacking off of Greg here. I don't like the idea of Texas. People talk about Texas and comedy or Texas and California being switching statuses. I don't want any of that. I want Texas to keep the originality, which is not going to happen. But I want us to at least try and not try and blow smoke up our own ass all the time.
I don't really understand the rivalry you're talking about.
Whatever.
There is
There is
no
no
rivalry. We're
rivalry.
not
There is no
California.
rivalry.
in
Yeah.
Or you know
terms
how
of comedy?
people, people don't California my Texas. That's just a saying. But I mean, look, in terms
comedy?
of economics, population, size of state, California and Texas are kind of
Neck and neck,
And
okay.
you say you've got blue state California, red state Texas.
yeah.
There's a lot of polar opposite effects from Texas and California.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't like the idea that people think that Texas is a place to start comedy. I don't think that's good. I think you should do it wherever. You have the ability to
I
be
see.
funny wherever you
I
are.
agree. Make your scene the way you want it, dude.
Quit
Don't
trying
go
to-
into California and they have their scene and it works for them.
Mm-hmm.
Make the Texas scene make it the alt comedy scene. Whatever. I don't know.
Don't
what
try
these
and get
words
us
mean.
buzzing. I don't want to be buzzing. Don't do that.
Dude, Ryan, you've got big dreams for our community.
Yeah, you're really
like-
passionate about that.
We want this place to be a small niche hellhole that no one gets
I-
out of.
No one
I
gets
know what's
paid,
best for everybody.
No one pays attention, and in 100 years,
Right.
no one will remember. That's what Ryan
This place
wants.
is the crab bucket. People try to get out, we pull them back down.
I don't want anyone to be recognized. All right, it's all for me. You guys are funny for me.
And he already said his plan. If he gets recognized as the face of Texas comedy, he's gonna blow that shit up. He's gonna be like, no, I imploded the whole thing.
Blackball Texas as a whole. Yeah.
Yeah, like this is Texas comedy, baby. Racial slurs.
Right.
I
He would
warned- I
just
had to
have a
warn
T-shirt
Greg.
with racial slurs on it. He would just
Dude,
there you go.
I'm now.
no. It would just be the words.
Yeah, exactly.
Not-
And
no.
Okay.
but
Well,
no,
So it's like a commentary on
and it won't be
society.
sugar coated. No, like pound signs or exclamation point. It's
No.
It is spelled out.
No, it's
full caps.
Just it would say RACIAL
Racial slur. Your-
SULURS.
Insert favorite racial
We're very
slur. Yeah.
edgy. This was a good decision.
Yeah, I would actually have that viewpoint. I would wear it for about an hour and be like, I don't like the looks I'm getting. I thought I'd
Yeah.
like this. It sounded better in my head.
Right.
Yeah.
When I put it on
Everyone's
this
gonna-
morning, it was a better idea, but now it's not. It's in
You're
practice.
like everyone's gonna think this is so funny. This is the greatest.
Right.
Comedy
This is
ever.
so meta. I
Yeah.
was really
no,
What
it's
am
a
I-
joke.
Yeah.
It's you don't get it. It's a joke.
Like you guys are just stupid. Okay.
That was
Just
actually
stupid.
describing one of my favorite sets that I did at the line for an open mic. It was wasted, but it was during the time of that
You
Brian.
mean here?
No, it was at the. I mean, I'm just dumb as hell. The will call.
Okay. It's like,
yeah.
I was like, I know that place for some reason.
yeah. What is that
Where
place
is
that
that
you're
place?
talking about?
No, it was at will
Crazy.
call, and I wore a free OJ shirt, and it was during the times of the Brian Laundrie. You heard about the Brian Laundrie case with his girlfriend. They went on a cross country trip. He killed her, or accidentally killed her. Nobody's heard about this.
No, was this in '87?
This
Mike's
was yeah. He
Was
actually
it-
got wrongly.
was
no.
it recent?
This
that
was recent. This was
it was like a murder suicide
2021, 2022.
Oh, I
It
know
was
exactly what you're
murder,
talking about. I'm
suicide.
sorry for lying about
Bald
It
it.
was
guy,
a murder,
Brian
then
Laundrie.
suicide.
Then suicide, and they were
It wasn't-
on the.
it
They
wasn't
were
the
We
reverse.
can't do it the other way.
They were chasing him.
Suicide.
I can't believe y'all don't remember because they were chasing
I
him, and
remember
then
it.
Dog the Bounty Hunter went after him. Anyways,
Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you
Okay.
know it's serious.
Exactly.
Whenever
Okay.
a dog gets involved.
but I wore a free OJ shirt, and my whole set was just like, how could you kill someone so close to you, your significant other? Completely
okay.
disagree.
Yeah.
But every look I got on the way to the open mic down Deep Ellum, everybody was so upset with me.
It's a bit. I'm doing a bit later.
wanna say that.
You'll get it later. Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
girl
This
like,
is this is all like set up.
well,
This
you
is,
gotta you understand is that this is for
but nobody had the
stand-up
balls to
comedy.
confront me. And one lady was like, I like your shirt. And I was
Oh,
like,
and then you were like, but it's a joke. And she's like, I hate you.
Yeah. The joke's on you. You suck. Lady. It's- yeah.
you piece of shit.
Yeah. You're the terrible person, not me.
That sounds like an awesome set.
It was great. And I
It
liked
also sounds really awkward too, but I don't know. I wasn't there.
I think the problem with me is that like I don't know. I don't give people a chance to like get in on it. I feel like I try and play it so close to the heart that people like want to genuinely believe
Yeah. Yeah.
what I'm
Right.
saying.
You're
Oh,
afraid
yeah.
of opening up and letting people know you, so you create this fake persona that they are a facade for people to interact with.
And so
Such
some
as-
people are
that's
laughing.
the free OJ shirt
If nobody
around your heart.
Yeah, if it was my first time for someone to see me, they'd be
He's
like,
so
I-
deep. He's
Yeah.
so subscribe.
You can open up here. Okay. This is a.
You can say what you really think. Like,
Yeah. Look right into the camera and just say.
yeah.
Wait,
OJ
no,
is
wait,
innocent.
don't do that.
I'm
Yeah,
just
don't
gonna
say
say
OJ
OJ is
is
innocent.
I
He
forgot.
really didn't do it. The glove
right.
didn't fit, so cry about it.
We
Libs.
I know exactly what you're talking about though.
The juice wouldn't do it.
I definitely have a problem with people taking me too seriously with the darker jokes that I make or whatever.
You were
And
talking
then I'm
about
just
that
like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I don't really want
really
to
He's just
kill
a he's
people.
just a jet black golden retriever.
It has to be people that know you. Just like
Is that a
anything,
saying?
you know.
Sometimes I
Jet
just get tired of saying it's a joke or I'm just joking, so I just don't say
Yeah.
that.
It's funny that
You know,
way.
yeah. It's-
Right.
I just don't like. It's like at that point, I'm just repeating a
Right.
thing.
When,
you know, I'm not
when,
gonna.
when he says things like 38 caliber retirement plan, he's joking. He's joking.
It's great though because it's one of those things where it's like you just have to know him. You know, it's
And then so most people don't know you.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you're like, this went so well in front of the backdoor comedians. Why is it not going well in front of the
Everyone's
regular
quiet.
audience? Yeah. Yeah, I do that. I piss people off. I'm trying not to. It's
right,
hard.
This collection of freaks and weirdos is laughing at my material.
The totally normal people that go to open mics they love it.
That's why your content has to all go online. The regular people who go to shows, they'll never get you. Put it all online, find your audience, and then just be like,
But
these are my
dark can
guys.
always be funny. I mean, you see people like Louis C.K. do it. I
Doing
mean,
what?
dark stuff. I mean,
Oh,
and
yeah.
making it tasteful.
Yeah.
I mean, not jacking off in front of people.
And
But
he does
Yeah,
other
not
things.
that.
Sometimes he goes over the line.
that's funny. If he did it to me, I'd laugh because I know Louis. I'd
I
laugh.
know, I know,
I
Louis.
know,
It's a bit.
joke.
He's
It's
like,
a joke.
he was like, this was so funny when I did it at the open mic. Why don't you like it? Yeah, it was terrible, Louis. Don't do that. We're on a first name basis.
yeah, we're Lou. I call him Lou. We go.
Lou. Yeah. What's up, Greg? You got another profound thing to say?
No,
No.
it's
deep.
hot in here. I'm gonna.
It is hot.
here.
It's because it's
I
getting
think
hot. It's fucking.
Yeah.
Is it what we're talking about, or is
Oh.
it just because I feel like
I thought it was just me.
No.
I
Going
feel like
back
it's
to
heating up
Texas.
the
Yeah,
shit.
Texas.
It's heating
It's
up.
90 outside. It's gonna
Is it-
get hot.
It's
We were just.
90 degrees outside?
I made that up.
Okay.
It's
It's
about
probably
82. You can
82.
round up to.
Yeah, it's
The
a 90.
humidity
It's 100
outside,
degrees
bring it up
outside.
to an
Yeah.
85.
It's not the humidity.
Yeah.
It's the heat.
It's the heat. It's the heat. It's the sun.
I liked when you were listing like demographic type stuff. You're like population,
Right.
job growth, stand-up
Right.
scene.
Every-
like you put that,
every-
like you put that
Every
in,
new
like, that's
job
something
is
the
one
mayor thinks
household.
about.
You
Like,
need one unit per
like,
job.
God
There isn't
damn it.
enough
I didn't go to
building.
college, but I know what we need.
Right.
I know.
we've
what
got to
we-
get this stand-up scene. There's something wrong with it. And employment, but stand-up scene
Look,
first.
did
That's
I
how we
drop
treat
out of
it.
my civil engineering course of study? Yes. But I learned enough to improve the stand-up scene. Please
Like,
vote
if you-
for me,
if you
Ryan
ran-
Sewell, for
if you
Comedy
ran on
Ombudsman
that, yeah.
2024.
Make America laugh again. Yeah.
You'll laugh again. I'm sure the politicians in Texas are probably going, we need to shut this comedy scene down. You know, they don't want it to be all California-y out here. You
It
know.
leans
Have
to
you-
the right, so
I mean-
they probably are okay with
Okay.
it.
I don't know. I don't like political comedy. I like doing political jokes, but I don't like in a row multiple things. I don't want to see your viewpoint and what you think is.
Oh,
funny
yeah, if you're, like,
politically.
making
But
fun
I
of
I think
politics.
comedy should be impersonal. I should not be. You shouldn't be able to know anything about me or my
Don't
point of view
say
based on my
anything.
jokes.
I don't
Don't
want
say
anything to come
anything.
from your perspective. I want it to
I-
be.
Yeah.
I
Don't
think
try to
everybody
change
should
the
be
world.
like George Carlin. Like everybody shares George Carlin clips, but nobody's doing a George Carlin.
Oh,
when they get up
because
there,
you
they kind
have,
I don't know,
you have to be brave to do that. And
Oh,
we're all
yeah,
go up
but-
there, and I do something that like could slightly be offensive, and everyone's like, "I hate you," and I'm like, "Well, I'm never gonna do
I do
offensive things
old
again."
Carlin, like, what if the weatherman was on LSD?
Could you imagine?
Imagine.
That sounds fun. What's the rest?
That's the bit.
I don't know. Who's this Catlin?
The
guy?
wacky weatherman.
Yeah, and he sees like the weather. It's like the blues. The front's coming in, and he doesn't say anything. He says, "Oh, hey, it's Jim here," and he just stares.
Oh, that's the
at-
joke.
Yeah, and then he just.
I
stares
was like, Ryan doesn't remember the rest.
no.
I was like,
he's fucking.
and then that's the
bombing,
joke.
dude.
Right.
Yeah, he's
Well, because we
bombing.
don't have any more. It's the 60s are over, 70s are over. We don't have fun drugs anymore. We have
Oh.
drugs like fentanyl,
Yeah,
or
they have the,
crocodile. We
yeah.
have
whoa,
we have
whoa!
the zombie
What?
drugs.
Don't mess up our drug scene. We have great drugs. What are you talking about? We got
We got meth,
weed. Yeah. What
Even the
else?
weed, though, and everyone can attest, weed's just getting stronger, and it's getting to the point where like you can't enjoy it socially because you'll smoke with people, and unless you're a pothead, you can't smoke socially. You're gonna smoke and then get like quiet, and you're gonna sit down, and you're gonna want to go
And you think that's
home.
because the
Right.
weed's changed or
The
we've
weed's getting
changed?
stronger.
and then you're
All-
then you're going to start scromiting. You're going to start screaming and vomiting at the same time because the weed's
Now,
too
maybe
strong.
it's just me. Yeah, once I smoke weed, I just kind of sit in
Right.
the corner and talk to myself the whole
What
time.
if the wacky
I think-
weatherman started scromiting? I think it would go a
I
little
think they
something
have like lower level
this.
stuff. It just takes like, you go, like, do you have any of the bad weed? Do you have weed like mid-level weed that I
Yeah,
could?
But then at that point, you shouldn't even be smoking weed. All right, if you can't handle the
Right.
intense
Isn't weed the beginner drug to start with?
yeah.
Is there a baby weed?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're speaking
alcohol,
to you.
cigarettes.
We're speaking to you, middle school
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Don't smoke weed.
Comment below. Oh, that was not the direction I was going. Comment below what you want us
Right.
to do.
Comment below with your fentanyl plug, whatever.
What's the gateway to weed? I mean, just like cigarettes and pizza, soda. Is
Vaping.
soda? Bacon?
Vaping.
Vaping.
Yeah.
I like bacon.
Yeah, baking.
Honestly, I think
I think
there's-
TV's the gateway drug. You watch TV and it gets a little boring. You're like, you know what's gonna make this better?
I think anything that makes you have fun is a gateway into doing drugs,
Yeah.
right? Because you're like, I
What
enjoy
if
myself.
This is fun, but I bet it could be more fun.
right.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
exactly. Which is exactly what you do on weed, where you're like, this is really fun, but LSD, I don't know. It could be.
Which is
could be
why
more.
you have the choice to either get hooked on the strongest drug ever, or you just be depressed and deal with it like everybody
knowing
else.
that there's this amazing water park out there that you can never go down. You're like, heroin looks amazing, but my mom won't take me. You know? Yeah.
You have to be tall enough to ride this
Right?
ride.
Isn't that what drugs are like? When you have a little bit of taste of something that's fun, and then you realize you can't keep doing it.
Yeah, you have to
you
moderate
can't-
it, or it's not gonna.
Right.
hit the
Then it's just depressing at that point. It's like, there's this amazing thing out there I can't have. I
Or
wanted
you're
it.
like-
I can't have it.
You're true to yourself, and you're able to like you're a high functioning meth addict, and then you're able to run like a company, and you can make a lot of money and pretty much just fuel your drug addiction. That's good.
Yeah. I don't. Do you ever wish y'all chose that life path instead of being responsible adults like you are now?
I mean, you can do both, I think.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you can 100% be
Yeah,
with
you
the
can
right
make
sort of
yourself
drugs.
a spectacle being on drugs, and then make money by, your
Right,
revenue.
stand-up.
Yeah,
Stand-up.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Richard Pryor.
You can't make money doing stand-up. Like, that's where did you...
I mean, if we're
that's
talking about
true.
a fantasy land of making money on
Oh,
drugs,
I see. Like, yeah, if we're like
Yeah,
making
we're
shit up, then yes,
in
like,
the
yeah.
realm.
I do. This is a good business idea, though. Like, do drugs, then make money somehow doing them, and then you made money, right?
Yeah. Skip
Genius.
over the hardest part.
Like,
Genius.
somehow people watch you on the drugs or something. Is that
Yes,
what
you
you're...
do stupid
Yeah.
things on drugs.
Yeah.
Like, so make yourself like a little Twitch stream or something, and then you shoot up some heroin, and they're like, all right, guys, let's see what happens. And then
just passed it on stream for 6 hours.
Pretty sure Steve-O found out that was a bad idea.
did he?
No.
What did Steve-O do?
no, that's
Drugs and crazy
that's
shit for people to watch.
no, that's how you become the new Mr. Beast. You're like. You have the little, open mouth YouTube
Oh,
clip
yeah,
of,
yeah.
I tried 3 types of heroin. And
Oh, that's like Mr. Beast goes off the. What if? Okay, that's genius. 20 years, he's like depressed. He's like, what else can I do? He's achieved the pinnacle of
Yeah, he's
YouTube success, and he's like,
completely rich.
all I can do is drugs. And so all of his videos are like, oh yeah, watch me eat 12
His
packs of
downfall.
donuts. And
His-
I've
get to
got
watch his
1,000
downfall.
people who are all here to win $10 million
I-
if they
I'd
can do
watch
as
that.
much heroin without dying.
All the way until he dies, until he overdoses.
I'd watch that.
I would watch
I
that.
would
Yeah.
totally watch
I hate
that.
Mr. Beast, so to
Yeah,
watch
he
him
sucks,
self-destruct
I agree, yeah.
would be...
Why do you hate Mr. Beast?
Just his charity for money
Oh,
thing.
we can
He's-
get into this
He's
thing.
a little creep.
It's
for
like
that.
It's
I
there's
don't
no,
know.
it's a no ethical consumption under capitalism argument.
Thank you.
There's that. There's what we're talking about. I was trying to think about what it was, but yeah, it's exactly what it is. Like, I'm doing this for views. Mr. Beast says I'm strictly doing this for views.
Yeah. If I could do what Mr. Beast does, I would
He would do
100% do that.
Yeah.
Like that
Right.
sounds.
Yeah, no, we know you have no.
we know
ethics.
you're a
Like,
whore.
yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Mr. Beast metaphorically sucked a dick for money. That's what he's done. He is. All right, you hear that,
understand.
Mr.
Right.
Beast? Tag him. I
I
want
don't
him to say
understand.
this.
He's making content people want to watch, and we're watching it.
He's
What is he
making
doing?
meth content. He's
Wait.
making things you can't help but click because it's
but that's
so.
what we're trying to do right
you
now. We're
wanna
just not
watch
very
that?
good at it.
I can't.
I
I,
don't- I
do not
don't
want to
watch
watch
it.
Mr.
Yeah,
Beast
I don't
stuff
watch it.
like
Yeah.
yeah. But people
Oh.
do. There
People
are
love
people
it.
that
But
So you're
People
just
love
saying
it.
you want to create content that's good, that isn't addictive or something. I'm confused.
I want to share my perspective.
I'm sitting outside in front of the line, and the first guy that gets into a drunk driving accident, I am giving $1,000 to pay for his bail.
You hear it outside, and he's just like leaning over the wheel. You just got $10,000. Actually, he's not even that like excited. He's like, "You just got $10,000, dude." And like, guy's like, "Passed a what?" And
Oh man.
someone's in a ditch over there. The victim that he crashed into.
So this has been a very dark episode, but
Right.
I love it.
We did
This
it,
is my
folks.
favorite kind of humor. But we got to end here. So thank you guys for coming in. Greg Katopody.
Greg
Yeah.
Katopody,
And Ryan Sewell.
Right.
Ryan Sewell.
And me. Thank you for coming in, me.
Yay.